Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at the Coachman launch, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a closer look at the 2026 motorhome range. Now they're not all here, but we do have a good selection. We've got the brand new Fiat based Avventura, we've got the Mercedes based Sportivo and the Mercedes based Travel Master. There are obviously a couple of layouts in Avventura and Travel Master, but we have got some here and we'll take a look. So as I say, now this Avventura is going to be available in 545 and 565. The 545 is an island bed, the 565 is the longitudinal bed. This was launched in February 2025 at the NEC in Birmingham, and I did a brief look then. So let's have a look round and see what they finalised for the new season. Now this is quite a big motorhome. It is 8 metres long. It's based on Fiat, but it does have the ALDE chassis, and it has a gross vehicle weight of 4.5 tonnes. So you will need your C1, but you're going to get a really good payload on this, and there's a fantastic garage as well. So as we can see at the front, we have the Coachman name, we have that big sunroof, and then coming down the new Fiat Ducato front, the Ducato name badge. We'll go down the near side first of all, and then we'll come back on the off side. So we have got the Fiat alloy wheels, and we can see the graphics, the decals for the 2026 season. You'll find Avventura is embossed here. This is actually an Italian word for adventure, so hopefully you'll get up some adventures in yours. You will get the Thule awning. We can see it running all the way down here. There's also an additional awning light here, and then the aerial up on the roof. As we come down, there's the vents for the tower fridge and freezer, your toilet cassette, there is a gas barbecue point, you'll also have connection for the television, and then a garage. I'll show you round on the off side. Now the back end, you know I love a back end, and look at this. So we have the rear view camera, Coachman, the logo, beautiful big wide back end, and different to Travel Master, the lights actually go down instead of going up, so a little bit different for this Fiat based one. If I open this, we can see the garage. Now the 565 longitudinal bed has a really good garage, incredibly good height and depth, and beautifully finished in there. It does have a shower, the storage in there for all your bits and pieces. There's a number of features in there which in a more detailed review I will go into. We have a vent for the ALDE wet central heating system that's on board, our electric hookup point, coming down the gas locker, and here our water filling point. I still don't know the size of the water tanks yet. I'm going to save that for a detailed review, but that is the exterior of the Avventura 565. Now when we were at the NEC in February, I did the 545, the island bed. So this is completely new to you and me, and I'm excited. Come on, let's go inside. Right, so in here, this is, for me, this is beautiful. I'm really impressed with this. Coming in, you have the captain's chairs that do swivel. We can see the leather finish in the, it's almost a latte colour, and this is an oatmeal fabric. These aren't the actual official names that Coachman give it, it's the colour scheme that I use and think gives it a pretty good description. Coachman embossed here. Then we see the automatic transmission, the infotainment system, all the bits and pieces up here in the cab, and then looking up, the big sunroof. This does have a blind, so on a warm day you can close that down. The floor, if we come down to floor level first of all, we can see the nice wood effect light flooring. The whole Avventura is light and bright. I'm really impressed with this one. We've got this quilted style fabric here on the dinette. Because this is an 8 metre long motorhome, that's a long motorhome, there's plenty of space to sit back and relax. And this one here on the off side is even longer, so you can get your feet up there and relax, because as we know, motorhomes are not always the most comfortable places, especially when you compare them to a caravan. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. The table, it's the folding table, so it will fold out, and we can see there it is affixed into the floor. Right, if I stand up, standing up, if I actually step down, you'll see the amount of headroom as well that we're getting. Absolutely loads. I'm 5'4", and you can see the headspace here. Big sunroof, these nice strip lights here. white ceiling, so again it is light and bright. Now on each side we have the cabinet storage, so the cupboards, the darker wood effect, the lighter wood, and what we see in here, the lighter wood's inside as well, so it's not just a cheap finish, it has got the finish inside and out. Underneath, LED lights with the USBs. And then we come through and we're into our kitchen area. Now motorhomes, one thing that we do compromise on is a kitchen, but I don't feel like we are here. Good amount of worktop space, nice solid feel, good size sink. I'll take the cover off. You can use this as a draining board. Some people use them as chopping boards, but it's up to you whether you do that or not. Swivel tap, and then the splashback, beautiful light colour, complemented with gloss, and you get a microwave. A lot of motorhomes, particularly Europeans, will not give you a microwave. You get that with the Coachman Avventura. And then a number of pull-out drawers, soft close, LED. You'll also get 2 gas burners here, and then moving down, it's the Thetford gas oven. You won't get the grill, it is just the oven, more storage, and then coming across onto the near side, 142 litre tower fridge and freezer, my favourite, the one by Thetford. I love it. Could be my little catchphrase. Right, now stepping up, now this is interesting. When I first reviewed the Avventura, beautiful dark wood, a lot of you gave feedback on this door. Now, I'll close it and you can obviously have a look. That door is a lighter colour. It is different, it's offset by the darker wood. Some people liked it, some people didn't. I personally don't mind it. It matches the overhead cabinets and it's not too dark. But obviously let me know what you think in the comments. Coming through, we have a shower on the offside. So the offside shower there is not a bad size. There is some intrusion from the footwell, as you can see. That to me would be the compromise on this motorhome. But unfortunately, when you've got the wheel arch, you've got to have some compromises somewhere, and that wheel arch on many motorhomes will come through the shower. So yeah, I don't know if I just said footwell, but I meant a wheel arch, so that comes through there. We'll do the washroom on the way back. You do get a privacy screen here and here. There's 2 parts. These, as you can see here, slide across. The rail runs along the ceiling, along the floor, so you're going to be shut this off as well as this door to shut off as well. So it depends how you want to use it. Now into the bedroom. This is nice. So let me just dive up here. Longitudinal beds, or single beds, whichever you wish to call them. In Europe, they are called longitudinal. Good length. I don't have any facts and figures, but from looking at them, they do appear a good length. I know our Sportivo 565, our beds are 1.96 m, I believe. So you can see good width, good length. What you'll also find is these mattresses are absolute next level. You will get memory foam topper here and then a sprung mattress. Having slept on our Sportivo bed, I've never had a mattress so comfy. So these are absolutely unbelievable quality included with the motorhome. On the walls, there's blinds and fly screens in the windows, and then you get this nice suede effect finish. It has got the quilted or ribbed effect, really nice. Lockers here, another thing that's really important to point out. The lockers, you might think, oh, they're not very big. Why aren't they any bigger? You can see the space. I mean, it's fair, you can get quite a lot in there, but you might think why they're not any lower. Really important as a motorhomer, you may know, once you've put your pillow here, and we found this with our motorhome we owned, is when you go to turn over, if the lockers are too low, you will smack your head, and that is a really good thing to consider when you go to look for motorhomes. Consider how low the lockers are. You might think it's great, but the reality could be different. You'll also get USB lights dotted around, LED lights with USB chargers on the back there. There's USB chargers, there's a wireless charging point, there's plug sockets. You'll see the cushion here. What you can do, you can get rid of this altogether and use this for putting your gadgets and your cups of tea, or you can use your cushions and there is a slat that's going to extend out and you can make this into a double bed. Totally up to you if you want to do that. So that's this area. We'll just have a look under here because there is storage under the beds. So that's storage under the near side bed and storage under the offside bed. And as I say, this model is the 565. It's also available in the 545, which has an island bed. The island bed is not as high, and the island bed also means your garage does not have quite the height. If you want to have a look at that model, I'll put a link to the video I did in February so you can see the 545. So I'll put that link down there. But that's your bedroom space. And also, I like the wood effect here as well. It's not just plain. We've got some nice finishes there. Now, interesting. So, with the washroom, first of all, let me talk about the door. You'll notice this strip here. These motorhomes, the Coachman Motorhomes, are actually manufactured in Sweden by Kabe. You may have heard me talk about this before. So they are manufactured to a very high standard and designed for the Swedish cold and hot summers as well. So cold and extreme weather. This bar actually stops the door warping. It's to keep your bathroom door straight. Again, not something I've seen on other motorhome manufacturers. So these are things that are standout premium features. Coming through the dark wood, some hooks, beautiful. I really like this here. The black tap, easy access into the sink, loads of access here. And then we've got storage and storage. One thing I'd like to see here are some bars coming across so your toiletries don't fall out when you get where you're going. Toothbrush holder, Thetford loo, and a proper toilet roll holder. Some of the Coachman motorhomes made by Kabe have had banana-shaped toilet roll holders that are a little bit confusing as to whether they're toilet roll holders or towel holders. But yeah, so that's our washroom. You've seen the shower. So let's dive back outside. So as I say, the Avventura, based on Fiat, 8 metres long, 4.5 tonnes, and built by Kabe on behalf of Coachman Swing, extremely well put together. Now, when these were launched, the price was around £105,000 to £108,000, which I think for this size and quality motorhome is extremely competitive. I don't know what it will be for the 2026 season. We'll have to wait and see till prices are released. Now, Sportivo. Many of you will be familiar with Sportivo. It's what Jules and I have been travelling in our partnership with Coachman for this year. This motorhome is just under 7.5 metres long. It's actually a 3.5 tonne motorhome. We took ours to a weighbridge. It is a usable 3.5 tonne motorhome. You can uprate the weight to 3.9 tonnes or 3,900 kilos as well. And that is a paperwork exercise. You don't have to do anything with the suspension. It's based on the Mercedes. It has 170 horsepower automatic transmission. There's only one layout, and that is the 565 that Jules and I have. We absolutely love the Sportivo. You will get the wind out Thule awning. There's loads of features. I've done a detailed review of ours. I'll put a link down there. The back end, I just love the back end. I love the lights on it. That rear view camera is phenomenal as well. Really good, clear, wide picture. Prices on the Sportivo, they were for 2025 around £114,000. I don't know about 2026, but there are some differences. So let's dive inside and take a look at the differences from ours to the 2026. So if we come in, the Mercedes cab, we have the Coachman embossed on the leather seats. Now they're the same as ours, and the fabric colour is the same for 2026, but the layout is different. So ours has the bench seat here. This, however, has the bench seat running this way. Now this is a 2-berth motorhome, and I believe it's now a 2 travel seat motorhome as well. Before, the travel seats worked here with our bench. So this is the layout we're going to get for 2026. And you'll also have a table that folds away and goes here. I believe it's stored under this seat here from memory. But don't quote me on that. That's just what I saw at the factory. What's good to note is the walls. Now, the Sportivo is the baby Travel Master. It's the Travel Master Sportivo. These walls, when they construct them, it's aluminium outer, insulation, aluminium inner, and then that cord effect carpet is actually fixed to the wall. And it goes, if I can find one where we can see into the cupboard there, it goes all the way up the wall, as you can maybe see in there. So that carpet is for insulation and it reduces condensation. So the lounge area of the Sportivo, we can see the cupboards there. What they have done as well for 2026, the television is no longer in this cupboard, which it was before. You actually get a cupboard now it's affixed on the wall. Coachman listen to feedback and you get your cupboard back, television here. I think that's better personally as well. TV points, wireless chargers, and then we move back. The kitchen, not a bad space, but they've changed this to a creamy colour worktop, different from ours. It's got a gloss finish. You'll get the 2 gas burners. You'll also get the gas oven. There's no grill. All the trays, the drawers are soft close. Pull out. You can see as we continue down here, the light coloured flooring. This motorhome has ALDE wet central heating and underfloor heating. There's a lot to go at, I know. Ceiling is padded. That's for soundproofing and for insulation. This is an amazing motorhome to drive, and you can find out more about that in our review. You'll see as well the mood lighting, or the soft lighting here. It has mood lighting running all the way around. If that's turned on, you'll get this soft mood light all the way around, and that is a beautiful lighting on an evening. Tower fridge and freezer by Thetford, 142 litres. And then we'll do the washroom again on the way back. Let's climb up onto the longitudinal beds. Now, as I say, this is a 2-berth. The longitudinal beds, they do sit up. You can see here, it is a manual sit up as far as I'm aware. It is on our beds. So you can sit up. You've got little LED lights at either side. The speakers here, the USB charging point. These beds from memory are 196 centimetres long and 78 centimetres wide, I believe. There is no cushion for the centre and there's no pull out. It is literally the beds. Sunroof, lighting. You do get the blinds on each side of the window. Now storage internally is a little bit limited on the Sportivo. I'd say this is the only compromise on the motorhome that I've found. We use our bags for storage, clothing bags in there. We stack them up, if that makes sense to you. And then on this side, pull down here, you'll see more storage on this side. So there is plenty of room. It's just working out how to utilise it. There's the light switch here as well. And then, as I've just shown you on the Avventura, we've got this excellent mattress, memory foam, and then sprung mattress. And then coming down, we have our washroom. Again, this has the bar to stop the warping of the door. In here, we have the shower in the corner with the black, the shower screen. It's a good sized shower, to be fair, as well. There is some intrusion there from various bits under there, but it's not affecting the amount of floor space we get. The sink in the corner, the cabinets, and they do have, if I just open these do have, if you push these on that button, the rails, which I always like to see. These little pads are great. It stops you getting mucky fingers all over there. Yeah, so that is the little washroom. Right, let me dive out and we'll head next to the full-size Travel Master. So that is the Sportivo, as I say, just under 7.5 metres and 3.5 tonnes. You can uprate it if you wish, but that is a fantastic smaller motorhome, and it is the baby brother to the big one, the Travel Master. Now, Travel Master has 2 layouts, 545 with the island bed and 565 with the longitudinal bed. This motorhome is just under 8.4 metres long, and again, it's 4.5 tonnes. You are going to need the C1 category on your licence. I have just done an in-depth review of the Travel Master. I think it was the 545 possibly. So that will be on the channel. I'll put a link to that so we can take a closer look at the full review of this model. We get the wind-out awning. You can see the green graphics for 2026. Travel Master embossed on there. Gas point, TV point, the locker, garage. I'll see if this is open. Yeah, so a good sized garage. Now, because it's island bed, the island bed sometimes does take up a little bit of the headroom in the garage because of the way the beds are, as opposed to longitudinal. But in here, you do get a light. You're going to get the plug socket in there, various bits and pieces. Good garage. If we move around to the back, we can see the Travel Master rear end, the Coachman, the rear view camera there, and this beautiful light cluster. Let's have a quick look down the offside before we go in. So we get a second garage door, electrical cup, ALDE, and the water tanks on this one. You have to watch my detailed review to find out, because all that information's in there. Again, this is on Mercedes, 2-litre diesel engine, 170 horsepower and automatic transmission. Right, come on, let's go inside. Your water filler point here at the front near side. Now, there are some changes for 2026, so you'll be pleased to come in and have a look at those. And those changes start up here with the change in the colour of the upholstery. So before, we had, the previous model had a different colour upholstery, and people gave feedback that for the price of the motorhome, which is about £127,000, they would have preferred the leather throughout. So we now find we have this sort of cream colour leather in the captain's chairs, and that goes into the lounge area as well. Now, table, you get this little table here for like a day table, and then there is a full-size table as well to put here for when you're eating together. This is a 4-berth motorhome, and it does have 4 travel seats, and that's the same with 545 and 565. Again, we have ALDE wet central heating, underfloor heating, and the light coloured flooring. You'll also get a fairly good amount of headroom. There's actually a hidden electrically operated drop-down bed. If you see where that line is there, I won't do it here because I do have to pull these down, but you pull these cushions down and the bed is going to drop down to around this level, and you have a big double bed above you. Again, I have done that in the full video. The other travel seats are here. You slide this out here, you move the cushion across, and that's going to give you 2 forward-facing seats. Into the kitchen. So in the kitchen, there is more worktop space than the Sportivo. We're nearly 1 metre longer, so we're going to get more space in the full-size Travel Master. Beautiful cream, or almost a cashmere colour gloss on these. Gas burner, and then the Thetford gas oven. Again, no grill on that one. But what we do get, a microwave. Now, this is quite unusual, certainly in the European motorhomes, and this has been fitted as spec'd on it by Coachman when they have designed the motorhome. They knew that this was important, and I must say, I've always missed having a microwave in the motorhomes, having gone from a caravan, so it's good to see. Then we have Thetford Tower fridge and freezer. This is a big one, absolutely fantastic. And then open this, this is where the table is stored for the Travel Master there for in the dinette area. You'll see the lighting, it's not all on because it does flicker as well, but the mood lighting here throughout this Travel Master. Then we move back. Now on this one, what you're going to get is, you do get a door. First of all, you do get a door that closes. That's in the dark wood, unlike the Avventura, which has got the lighter wood. So you've got dark wood. You have a shower here on the near side. This is a good size shower cubicle. I don't know whether Jules will be able to bring you around to have a look in there, but because unfortunately it has got the frosted glass. So we have got the plain white walled shower cubicle with the plug there in the floor. There's also the nice black finish. There's a light in there, and there's a vent as well. I'll just close that up. Bring Jules back out. There we go. So that's a good size shower. You do get a further privacy screen. It's going to come across and affix here. And then we move into the back where we find the big island bed. So the island bed, as you can see, it's sat up at the moment. I believe this is possibly electrically operated, but I'd have to confirm that. But the bed's sat up at the moment. Got the headboard at the back, the LED lights and the USBs, and then each side has little wardrobes. You can see one on each side, and these are good size and they're a nice depth as well. You also have little pull-out drawers as well that are illuminated, nice features, and this carpeted wall. All the Travel Masters have the carpeted wall. These do pull off, you can move these around. I haven't just ripped it off. And then coming down, you're going to get, just go under here, you're going to get drawers. That's for headrests for when you're using it for the travel seats. 2 good sized drawers, and these drawers lock as well, so you don't have to worry about them firing open as you're driving along. There's 2 other storage banks, and you're also going to get included the Dometic air conditioning unit. Air conditioning is important, but if we just slowly step back before I show you in here, you can just see, I'll show you this and then we'll look at the bed. You can see the size of the bed. Now the washroom, really nice again, the dark wood, Thetford swivel toilet, the sink, and the cabinet. It's a nice space in there, good size washroom. And it is nice to have the shower separated from that washroom as well. And then back into the rear, so we've got the big double bed. If you go for the 565, then at the back it'll be the longitudinal bed, so you'll have one of those at each side. So that's our bedroom space with the air conditioning unit, the light coloured flooring with underfloor heating, the ALDE wet central heating system, that good size kitchen with the microwave, and it's nice to see the cream leather and also the television bracket there on the wall. Right, so that is the full-size Travel Master based on Mercedes, just under 8.4 metres long, 2 layouts available. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a look at the Coachman Motorhome range for 2026. Travel Master, Sportivo and Avventura. I'm going to put links down here to a number of other videos that I've done, and also the Coachman website, which will be being updated over the summer, so you can find out all about these models and pricing. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.